nigga be crystal, babe. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
Well, welcome back to part 2 of So Shameless. I am Tahoe TV, the
boom boom boom.
What did they call it? The scooter guy? What am I? What did they call me? They call me some. The what? The bobsled?
Detective
Bobsled? Fuck y'all. Trom, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Motherfucking shout out to the show. Trav has some really interesting goddamn topics here. They're a lot better than mine, I must say. He's been putting his fucking foot in this shit lately. Mm-hmm. I swear, part 2 is always like more lit. Mm-hmm. Y'all ready to fucking laugh and get mad and shit?
Let's do it.
All right. Part 1 of part 2. Where is this shit at?
In the first quarter.
Part 1.
Section A.
The category: women.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
I wouldn't have flipped the coin on that one.
We're not even doing, it's not even like, nigga, this nigga's just like women. I don't know what's going on in his house, but it's getting real. The clue is, do what you're told. Do what you're told. And the answer: woman discusses women. Did y'all hear the difference in that?
Mm-hmm. I heard it.
Did you hear the difference
Yes.
in that?
Yes.
Did y'all hear it? Everybody heard the difference?
Yeah.
What did I say, Toro?
You said you said women, and then you said women, and you said women. You know what you said? That was it.
I was there.
Yo.
I just can't repeat it right now.
Y'all just realized you in like the little project corner chair. Are you okay?
Yeah, regular shit.
That's not no regular chair. That's the $5 chair from the Walmart.
Nah, this is regular. You know, this is what I take to the Puerto Rican parade, sit on this, and then
Shout out to the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Do you actually go to that?
I was in it twice, and
What do you mean you was in it?
I was
dancing.
I was one of them I was a little bit, and then I was on a float on another one.
I know that's right. Go ahead, Bad Bunny.
for the college I used to go to, the Hostos Community College.
That's fire. Mm-hmm. That's dope. Being on the float is fucking fire.
Yeah, being on the float.
You going Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I did call you Bad Bunny. Benito.
I used to go out to I used to go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade and sell weed. Oh, it's before. This is why I said the internet fucked everything up. Well, I tell you, I used to make at least 3 or 4 trips, and this is when I had no car, so I had to get on the train. I'd go to the parade, bag of weed on my shit, sell it all, come back to Brooklyn, get some more, and I would do that maybe 3-4 times throughout the day. Make a good couple dollars. It was a time.
Yeah, you can't do that now. You Tahoe.
Can't do shit no more. Can't do shit. Why
But
would
you Tahoe.
But why would I? You serious? Talking about when I was 16.
I know, but I'm saying you can't do it now because you Tahoe.
You can't do it now because of fucking police everywhere and they get cameras. Oh, but you can do it now because weed is legal.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Anyway,
Not
shout out to the people out there. Women discuss women listening to everyone else but their man. Let's go to the video tape.
You know, it baffles me the amount of women that are like, I would never let my husband tell me what to do. I'm not his child. And these same women, they'll go to work. Their boss says, hey, I need you to turn this in by 5 p.m. They say, yes, sir. The HR manager says, hey, I need you to stop saying this to your employees. They say, okay. The trash man says, I need you to put your trash cans beside the road on Wednesday mornings. They say, okay, and they do it. The speed limit sign says, don't go past 65. Guess what? They don't go past 65. The nurse says, hey, you have this condition. I need you to take this medicine. They say, okay. Your single friend will say, girl, you don't need to do this for your husband. You need to tell him this, this, and this. And they say, I can trust you. You're the expert. Literally, everybody else in the world will tell them, jump. And they say, how high? And they do it. But when your husband, who has a covenant with God to protect and provide for you, tells you, I don't think you should do this. Yes, you should do this. No, you should not do this. It's a problem and you're oppressed. You know, it baffles me the amount of women that are like, I would never let my husband.
Covenant with God.
G-O-D.
Okay. Look at her. Look at the fucking shit is spinning in her head because this one here believes in women have been oppressed by their men. Don't you?
Oh, I've been in several abusive relationships. Yes.
All right, see, I didn't mean it like that. Damn, you had to get all real on a nigga. I thought we was having fun. I thought we was just playing.
I don't.
What? Why do y'all listen
Her
to
and that third grade washing set just threw me through a loop.
Nobody can. Why do you have to go to her looks?
Third
See how
grade?
petty women are?
Because
you had to go to her.
You know
third
what's
grade?
so crazy? It's never bad bitches that sit here and try to be combative to other bitches. It's always the pick me bitches, and they don't look like they need to be chose or want to be chose, that do things like that so they could get attention that they don't normally get. Because what you get is a bunch of sorry, soggy, bottom ass men that make less than $50,000 a year with they tight ass Zara jeans that jump in the fucking comments and sit there and congratulate her because she can't walk outside and get the attention that she wants. So she will sit here and pump her chest out to y'all so she could be like, please choose me. So that way we can have a covenant with God. Get the fuck out my face. Girl, bye. Sorry.
Listen.
I don't like them.
I feel that everything you said.
I don't like them. Like, please. It's never.
Yo, she just went the fuck off because I'm not so personally invested as she is. When her and Dot, when they go through that thing where they like dig deep into the things that have bothered them about life for so long, I be like, yo,
because
I didn't know it was that serious.
what I be trying. Where's the prize? What prize you gain from that? When y'all sit, not you in particular, right? What I'm saying is, what does she gain from that?
I didn't get nothing that you got from it. Obviously, I'm sitting at a different perspective, but
Right.
what I got from that is a black man can't, or any man can't go online and say the shit that she says about women. Only black women, we talked about this in the show.
Yeah.
Who could check a black woman, another black woman, right? So she's reserving some accountability for other black women and saying, yo, why do we always do this? I didn't look at it as her being a pick me. I look at it as like, all right, it's one of y'all checking y'all for
But
y'all
I didn't see
behavior.
I didn't see it as checking, because also there's a difference between like someone requesting something of you and then somebody trying to overhold power of you, right? And I think what a lot of women try to fight, and when they say it's a problem or oppressive, is when y'all, as in our partners, are trying to control us, right? And are trying to take, instead of saying we are equal, you take a leadership role and then it be used as a form of oppression, versus what she's saying, like, yo, your boss say this, that, and the third. Yeah, my boss is not being an abuse. Like, he's not doing it to overpower me, though. That's his position. If he's in a position of management and he says, hey, I need such and such on my desk by 5 o'clock. If I want to take away that power from him, then I go ahead and be the manager.
But
Yo,
why are we assuming the husband is doing it to abuse the
like
power?
Because I was going.
This generation of women, this
Oh,
generation
Lord
of
have
society's women, y'all just like don't like niggas.
Oh, I don't.
Like, that's it.
I would be open and admit that. No,
don't
I
go
don't have to.
beating on the woman that says something
No,
about because she
because-
likes men and likes relationships and says, yo, you know what? Yes, I want my man to lead. I respect the man that is my partner. I'm not gonna fight
But
him
that's
on
not what she
fucking everything.
said.
That sounded like what she said.
No,
to me.
she didn't. She started
said,
talking about Jesus and stuff like that, because what people
covenant
do,
with God is because you're
no,
married. She said her husband.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He said wife and husband. That's the
Well,
covenant
you know,
with
when you
God.
start bringing God in you might as well just lose me right on there.
That's fine. We're all demons in here. I understand. Not him. But what she's saying is like, yo, even if you're not even if you're not married, a lot of time if your man says this, you go ask somebody else. You call your friends on the phone. Well, he felt like this. What do you think? But when it's your friends, you go, oh yeah, I get that. Or if it's this or that, you say, all right, that's the way it is here. I'll deal with it. But when it's your man, you fight back. I think that's what she said. Yeah. But what heard was
I don't do that.
This
as
third
much.
grade ass fucking what you call it? Washing set. What is a third grade washing set? Everybody gets the same washing set. I don't understand why.
That's the washing set we used to have as kids with the little curls that you take the small curlers. What they was light purple. You would take the small curlers out at the Dominicans and they didn't even brush it out, and you look like you was going to church. That's the washer set she got. So I don't even want to hear life advice.
She definitely went to the Dominicans, but she's an attractive young lady. I don't think she was.
Was she attractive?
I thought so.
I'm gonna go back and look.
To her. Yeah, let me see.
Does it matter?
I mean, she brought it up.
Oh, was it matter if she's attractive? Melly said. Why are you hating? That's what Melly said.
Melly did not say that.
Melly said, why are you hating her looks and using that to discount her argument?
No, I discounted her argument after that. I just started off with
By
that.
the way, she is attractive.
I don't call her ugly.
You said that she's a bottom bitch. You said
That's not what I said. I said what she's gonna attract.
Low bottom, busted
She don't got
ass
no
bitch
options.
that don't get no niggas and ain't living the way she wanna live. That's what you said.
She got it.
Sure, fuck it. That's what I
That's
said.
what you said.
I don't
Beggars
care.
can't
She can't
be
beat me,
choosers.
so yes, that's what I
You
said.
said beggars can't be choosers.
Why is it that women get so like in battle, like they want to fight back when somebody offers them an opinion?
No,
like it's about men, and you're like, yo, bitch, let us live the way we want to live. Fuck what you talking about.
You
I
can
understand.
have an opinion, but what I'm saying is a lot right now, and we said that before on the other episode, right? It's such a strong platform, and everybody's making it such a hot topic that it's a constant thing and popular to tell black women what to do and how to act and how to behave. It's the humble black woman train, and everybody has seen one or two folks be successful at in the beginning, and now that the fucking Amtrak is full up, they done went and bought out all the tickets and the train is going full steam ahead. And my thing is, that's why I said, what do you gain from that?
My thing is this: which black women are we talking about? Because y'all not a monolith. There's
That's
one
a
black
fact.
woman just speaking to another black woman, and why does it become humble black women when it's probably more like that than the ones that are bad bitches? The same way you said, ain't as many popular niggas out there as the others. There ain't as many
Quote,
bad
unquote,
bitches
yeah.
as there are the others. So when you say a humble black woman, then she's not talking to your race. She's talking to a certain thinking type of person that moves a certain way or that acts a certain way towards her nigga or relationship, and you took it as if she's humbling black woman. She's like, oh, why are we doing this to our men? Why are we not respecting our men? Why are we not willing to be partners with
But
our
I also
men?
think, and I hear you, right? I hear you. I think my only rebuttal to that may be avoiding even what you're saying. But what I think is that in fact is not really truth, right? Because if you think in the real world, outside of these mics and outside of the TikToks and the Twitters, that women and men are not having fruitful relationships and are not having conversations, and there is some type of leadership, that should be for motherfucking show. Because if the fact is, if I just told you that there's 47 to 53% of us that don't even clear 50,000 a year, right? Somebody has to sit down and be the fuck for real. So in reality, I think a lot of those conversations and those things are happening, but just because you want to be popular, you want to sit here and say these things that may in fact very well not be even true.
Traum, I want to play devil's advocate with you real quick on
Yeah.
this topic before we move on.
Okay.
Do you think black men are winning out here? Just as far
winning?
as life.
In general, no.
Do you think they're winning in comparison to black women as far as life?
Absolutely not.
Why would they listen to us?
That's a very good question. So, in general, I would pose that question. But if you find a person that's compatible with you, that you respect, and that is one of those few black men that is succeeding in life, then I would expect that you treat him with a certain amount of respect, according to like what the lady was saying in the clip. Like, treat your husband. This is what I got from the clip. Treat your husband with the same type of respect and tone and understanding and compromise that you do to everybody else in your life. Your husband, the most important person in your life. Why are you not willing to listen to him?
I agree with that. If that's what you got, I 100% agree with that. And I think, again, we talked on that before. I think we talked on that with the Hard or Soft podcast that I was on.
My problem with it, go ahead, finish. But let me.
You know, I think we did it in the reverse, though, right? When I said that men go to work and they'll let the world beat them up and do all these things, and then you'll come home and be abusive to your woman instead of respecting her as a human. So I agree with you if that's what you got from the clip.
But my problem with it is, Your relationship isn't a job. There's a control factor at your job. There's a boss. That's not how your husband is not your boss. Your husband, you're not getting fired. There's no wages. You're supposed to be partners. And in that argument that she's presenting, there's no partnership. Like what she's saying is all of these other things you can be fired from if you don't listen. You have to play by the rules. I'm not giving chores to my girl or my wife, right? I'm not. I don't assume this paternal thing where you have to do what I do or you're gonna get in trouble, which is kind of what she's saying with those comparisons. Even sanitation. I'm not picking up your fucking garbage if you don't do what I say. That's not a dynamic that I would like to introduce to a person I care about. You understand what I'm saying? So all of those things that she's saying, if you compare them to a relationship, it's toxic. That's just toxic. And it's seeming a little misogynistic if you think about it. For you to compare those things to an actual relationship where y'all supposed to get each other, feed each other, pour into each other, it's not about following the rules, which is basically all of those things that she's saying in that with those comparisons.
So, I love bad analogies. It was a bad analogy. It's not spot on. It's not the same dynamic between your husband and your boss. But I also understand that what I think she's trying to say is like people could be a little bit more malleable when they're at work. You could be nice. You could put on a face. And I could be more understanding and approachable and compromising because I have to, right? But with my husband, you getting the worst of me. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I don't got to do that shit. You know what I mean? I don't work for you, nigga. You know what I mean? So why you can't be more malleable at home and understand the value of that relationship, the value of your husband and what he brings to your life, and be more malleable and be like, why do you have to give him your ass? Like,
yeah, give me the ass. But
I agree with what you said, and I think you said it in a way nicer way than what I was trying to say. You articulated it better.
Yeah, but even so, I think if a woman respects a man and the choices that he makes and where he's coming from, it's not ego, it's not pride, which is a lot of our problems. Is that and then another thing is that we don't know how to communicate in a way that a woman can, as a man, the person that she's sleeping with, the person that she is supposed to be building with, we're giving her things that she can't process because it don't make sense. Those are the times where, and I'm not, it sounds like I'm fucking pandering. I just don't think that women don't listen to men, period. They don't listen when it doesn't make sense. It's like, this is not, you're asking me to do this for what reason? And I wouldn't tell a woman to do so. I have a daughter. I wouldn't tell her to do it if it don't make sense just because that's her man. It has to make sense. And you said that we're not winning. We're not making enough money. We're the ones mostly under 50. If we're going to say the ones that aren't, it's probably our women that are going farther towards a buck than us on a general scale.
But again, in general, we're not winning. But you should probably pick a husband that is winning and pick a husband that makes sense. And
how when they ain't that many niggas out here?
If you don't trust, if I don't
the
trust,
dude that's winning is married already.
So you just marrying anybody and then treating them any old way? Like,
treat any old way is a stretch.
I mean, that's what we're talking about, though. We're talking about like, why would I respect somebody that's not making sense? That's not. Why are you married then? Why are you married to somebody that you don't even respect their decision making?
You know,
I love that. I agree.
You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody that you don't respect.
I got to a point in my devil's advocate that I didn't have anything left. Let's go to men. Let's go to men. The category is men. The clue, men and our friends. And the answer, Nice and Neat podcast discuss how they manage their girl and their friends. Oh God, what's about to happen here? I'm scared.
At what point do you say my girl is more important than my friends?
I'll never say that because I don't feel like it should never be unclear. Once I establish that this woman is my future,
That's it.
You know the deal. And the reason I say that is because that's the approach I take with someone else. That's probably the problem because, like, yo, I'm taking this approach with you. You've known me 10 years. I don't know how long you been with Brittany. 2. I just know she's more important than me.
Hey, know that.
I
That's
just,
real.
Like, as your friend,
Yeah.
I know she's more important than me.
Yeah.
I know that because that's your future.
At what point do you say my girl is more important than my friend?
I don't see the argument there.
I don't see no argument either.
At some point, if you're really your friend, if you're
Yeah.
really your friend's friend,
Yeah.
you realize I gotta take a step back.
Yeah.
Your girl is supposed to be more important to
Right,
me.
yeah.
Like if I'm more important than your girl, there's something wrong.
I grow the fuck up. Like if you in a relationship and you in college or you in high school or you in your 20s, you fucking around. I get it. Bros over hoes, you know. But at some point when you making real life decisions and you choosing a partner, like yeah, that makes sense. Your partner's
Have
over.
you ever had friends, and I'm gonna ask this to both of y'all, because ladies may have a different dynamic, where y'all don't like when your friend, or they don't like that you're acting different because you're now in a relationship?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a woman thing?
I've lost friendships because of that. I wouldn't clarify it as a woman thing, but I would say that the friendships I've lost were with women that have said I changed.
When you don't love men?
Well, you know, that. See, I should be when they put the study of why you can't change your sexuality, they should put a picture of me, because I don't want to fuck y'all, but my body says to do it.
I love it.
Like I don't want to.
This can't help it.
Like I can't change my sexuality. Like I can't just wake up and be like, you know what, I'm done with them. So you know, it's time to eat some pussy. My body just ain't work. It's not clicking. It's not working. So, but I'm sorry. What was the question? I know. Yes, I've lost friendships.
If they know that you hate niggas, would that be a problem?
I didn't always hate men, but
I don't think you hate men now.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, everybody that works for me is mostly a man. My whole team, whatever. Anyway,
that's reparation shit. Right there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say not really. Yo, that is so crazy. Yeah,
I'm not racist.
But I mean, y'all still my brother. You know, you still my brothers. Even if I don't want to really like build a life with somebody as an individual, y'all my brothers. I'm gonna go to bat and war for y'all.
You showed up today.
You know, shut
Love
that.
that.
But God damn it, what was the question again?
Why would your friends judge you on having a nigga?
So I think it becomes a shift in how our relationship is. So what I've seen with the friendships that I've lost is like my time was always accessible to them. I was always accessible to them. And especially when you jump in a relationship when it's new, now I've gone from maybe communicating with you all day, every day, to I'm hooked on this brother. You get what I'm saying? I like him. You know, it's not like we a long time in. So when it's fresh, I want to be up under him. And a lot of people don't appreciate you finding joy in that. So then it causes a strain on your friendship. That's kind of what happened to me.
Does that happen with men?
I don't think it happens to the same degree. Like I feel like women are a little bit more abrupt and extreme with how they like. Women will get in a relationship and like damn near cut her girlfriends off. You know what I mean? And be like, yo, it's my nigga, and it's
my man. Bitch,
vision.
your man left you for a dead hoe.
it's tunnel vision.
So
you know what
outrageous.
I mean? Whereas, and obviously I'm generalizing, but talking on experiences and hearing, you know, from my homegirls' experiences and shit like that, I feel like men try to keep a balance. They try to keep their friends in their lives, even when they have a relationship. You know what I mean? Where I've seen this shit happen so many times. Like girls will cut their friends off. Like would just be a complete 180 in their lifestyle and their time and what they do with their friends.
Random question. Do you think that is like societal conditioning for us to sort of act that way?
I believe
Societal conditioning. Why?
In a way.
Like how? Well, yeah. Like
Y'all just be liking dick.
Lord have mercy.
And y'all fall for y'all niggas. What is societal about that?
You
What?
not shut up.
Y'all be loving dick. Y'all be loving y'all nigga. Y'all be loving y'all nigga. And all right, bitch, I
But
don't
what
need you no
what I
more.
was asking was if it's like if it goes into the roles that we are taught we're supposed to play in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how some people be like, oh, well, they be like, and you this person in the street or with business, but when it come to your boyfriends or the people that you date, you really timid and submissive and stuff like that. And I know that's societal conditioning. That's what I've been told makes a good girlfriend, woman, and partner. So I become that person in dating versus who I am in business.
That
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm asking,
nah,
do you
sound mad good?
Melly
but,
knew
yo,
I was right, and that's it.
You
I
don't
care
know
what Tyler
how
talking
many
about.
times I've been in a relationship and all of a sudden she don't even like her friends like that no more. She start talking to me about the bitches. They start having little petty ass arguments. She bringing up shit from 8 years ago. Like the shit she just rather be with me. She's like she was with them when they had their time. Them bitches is there. Huh? What'd you say, Melly? Well, what if you're gonna say it? Say it.
Melly is sick of you tonight.
Yeah, she is. She done pushed the mic over to the side. She like, fuck this mic. All I'm saying is that women, y'all be loving y'all nigga like that. Like y'all fall in.
Yeah.
Y'all fall in line with your nigga. And you want to know where he's at. You want to be where he's at. You also don't want him off somewhere.
Right.
Because, you know, if you're not with him, y'all take a moment and go chill with your homegirls. Come home, be like, yeah, that was cool, but I'd have rather been here. And it goes less and less over time. Men, I think, is different because niggas be like, yo, I love my bitch. I miss my niggas. I'm going to go chill with my niggas. So niggas try to get out as much as he can. And when he do, the niggas laugh at him like, nigga, you know you want to go back to your bitch. Oh, nigga, you pussy whipped or whatever. And you like, no, I ain't pussy whipped. I am going back over there. No, nigga. That shit crazy. But I think we don't really have that same... It's so funny because they say that we in love with each other, niggas emotionally, whatever. But we don't have that, like, what they said about Trum's locks, interlocking. We're not like that. Like, nigga, go ahead, go. You know what I'm saying? We know you want to go with that bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or with your girl, sorry, I don't call her bitch. You know, now you with Cassandra. You with Cassandra.
So
You know what I'm saying? But women, y'all really be petty about that shit.
You know what? To what Cream was saying about the societal stuff, I feel like for women... it's more of a flex to be in a relationship. Like, yeah, I got a man now. Like, whereas men, they don't necessarily flex that they in a relationship. Like, some niggas don't post a chick on social media and stuff
you
like that.
Seem like you got.
Yeah. Like niggas,
me, nigga.
Niggas don't want to appear to be pussy whipped and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's less of a flex for a man to be in a relationship than a woman. So I feel like that is societal.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely societal because we're taught that, you know, to be in a relationship or to be married or to be chosen is an achievement.
Yeah, it's like, why are you single? Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, yeah. You know how many times people like, but you're a single mother. I'm like, and that's a man's fault, not mine. I didn't do it.
If a
like,
man is
they be like, and you not married? Oh, well. Like, I don't know what you...
If a man is single, nobody be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you single? They be like, oh, you out here getting bitches.
Right,
you know, nobody's asking
but for
what's
us, it's like,
wrong
oh,
with
you the lonely lady gonna die with a cat. Please, where do I sign up? All the people that be telling me I'm gonna die alone, where the fuck do I sign up? Is there a sign up sheet? Because I want to be the first in line. Please.
What about dick?
What about it?
Would you?
Like, please.
Let's go back to women with our categories. Trav, yo, great. I want to say to Trav, thank you, bro, and to whoever's sending him information. I don't know if he's just
putting
scouring
Trav
information.
through it.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Trav
going on,
through
but
it.
these fucking topics, I looked at them earlier, and I did say to myself, yo, I'm just going to do Trav's show today. Like, we didn't have to do the other show, but I'm greedy. I wanted to do both. But let's get back to the women. The clue is the answer? I can't remember which one is what. Anyway, it starts with the secret to happiness. And the clue is, the answer is, Gucci Mane, I don't know which one is what. Gucci Mane talks about what really makes his wife happy. I think I saw this and I was so, I don't know if I'm just so broke or just what, but I didn't like it.
How do you keep a happy wife?
It's all about the money.
Straight up.
No, I'm serious.
I'm gonna send that to wife. How so?
You know, we got two incomes. My wife is rich as hell.
I heard that.
It's just, but I feel like for me, it's just a personal thing. I would have never got married if I wasn't, you know, financially well off. Since I was little, like I wanted to be rich, I want to be married. If you ain't got no money, why would you even want to be married? I would
Damn,
never want to
really?
be broke and married. Hell no.
What about love?
Yeah, you want to be in love, but if you don't got no money, what you gonna pay the bill?
What's the most expensive thing you guys have bought for each other?
It ain't even about expensive. It's just about, just being at peace and being happy. How you gonna be happy and if you worrying about all this thing? How you gonna be happy with somebody? I wouldn't be happy.
Right. Can you be broke, married, and happy?
You can't. I couldn't be.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
How do you keep a happy wife?
So one of the secrets of your successful marriage is y'all have money.
The two incomes, it helps.
I heard that. So
that's what makes a happy wife. She ain't start smiling. I doubt she ain't start smiling. You don't see me frowning.
When y'all go to dinner, as a man, do you always pay her knowing that your queen has money too?
My wife is an exceptional chef. She can cook so good, it's unreal.
Nice.
But when we do go out, it don't matter who pay the bill. We both loaded.
Damn.
That's sick.
That must be nice,
That's
man.
fun.
So
I've never felt broker than I do right now. I have never in my life felt broker than I do right now. And the reason why, I do feel like the key is to make sure that your chick is super duper happy. Super duper got money, like can do what she want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm the one that got money and my girl ain't got no money. I want to make sure that I don't care about me dressing. I always try to make sure, today, right now, I just hit it. Did you go shopping? Because I want you to go shopping. I'm like, make sure you go get you some shit. We going out tomorrow. I don't want to be the one that's looking good. If I look good and my bitch, sorry. If she ain't fire, then how do I look? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the same thing when it comes to marriage. You really, your wife got to be happy, bro. And I hate that money is the thing, but do y'all agree?
Nope. Reason why I disagree is because he's skipping over, like, all right, there's rich and then there's like poverty. I don't think you should get married if you like are in poverty and you literally just can't support a family.
He didn't say rich. He said money.
Okay.
He said have money.
Have money, right? I feel like those statements skip over 90% of the people that's middle class. Whereas, like, I grew up in a middle class family. Wasn't nobody rich. Wasn't nobody poor. We didn't have to worry about where we was going to eat. But wasn't nobody rich either. It's not like my pops could just get my mom's whatever she wanted. But that's not what sustained the relationship. The money. Like, there was so much more to that. It was so much. I've seen a healthy relationship. My parents been married 52 years. You can't tell me. So that's the problem that I have.
How long were they middle class?
What do you mean?
52 years?
I mean, obviously they've made a little bit more money as they've gotten older. They probably started.
I ain't talking about that.
Struggle.
I'm talking about the point where they didn't have to worry about what they was going to eat, where the bills wasn't a problem, the lights was always on, where they own property. How much in that time were they able to be okay and then work on the other fundamental things in their relationship?
I don't even think that's significant, and I don't know the answer to that. The reason why I say it's not significant because Gucci Mane is speaking from a very 1% experience of people on this earth. Like, most people are not loaded, like he said, and marry somebody that's loaded. Mm-hmm. So if you're talking about what keeps your wife happy, his answer, I don't think applies to most people listening to that interview.
Well,
and it could be irresponsible and misguiding to a successful marriage and to a successful relationship. I just gotta have money. That's it.
I always tell men.
Nigga.
I always tell men. Women love diamonds. Don't chase the women. Chase the diamonds. You'll have all the women you want. I always tell men, get yourself in a place where you're financially secure. And you won't have all these problems, all of this 50-50 talk, all of this, none of that. You won't have to worry about it. They're going to come to you because they're going to see how you're living. They're going to see how you treat them. And it's just going to be the way you're living. It's not that you're trying to get her to where she wants to be. It's that's where you are. And that's just the type of life that you provide because that's where you are. You understand what I'm saying? But when you're saying that 1% or most of the people that's living is not like that, most of the people that are struggling or having all these relationship conversations are not middle class, my nigga. They're not high class either. They're the lower class. They're the people that are struggling.
And his advice ain't helping nobody. there's way more to a successful marriage and to keeping somebody happy than money, and he ain't touch on none of that. Not to put the spotlight on him, but you know, obviously that's just a brief convo. But that answer's like, yo, there's so much more to human relationships and making people happy and building a healthy marriage and partnership. Now, like I said, now if you're like on the poverty line and you looking for the next meal, that's a problem. To ask somebody for your hand in marriage when that's your present situation, I get that. But outside of that, if you like middle class, lower middle class, you making ends meet, whatever, even if you live in check to check, like there's way more to it. We how we skipping over integrity and just moral issues and I don't know, personality, community, family, loyalty, like all of that type of stuff that you need to make somebody happy and make a partnership fruitful and build a family. How are we skipping over all of that? It's just money?
I think that was his top answer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think that he's negating the other things. Mm-hmm. I think the secret to keeping a woman happy, period, to want to do all of the rest of those things, is to be able to provide a life where she feels safe and secure, where she don't feel like she have to worry about bum shit, corny shit, whatever it is. And then, all right, you know what? I'll listen. We'll have that partnership talk, whatever it may be, or we'll be able to establish like real family. Mm-hmm. But how do I have a family if I got to go bust my shit? A lot of these niggas, girls is working in a strip club. Or
you said strip club and it was time. Like,
yeah,
I thought the pole was about to
come
down.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, that's my alarm.
Oh, is your time to go?
No, the car set it off.
Okay. So, yeah, a lot of these niggas, girls is out doing shit where she's got to fend for herself. And then he's asking her to be submissive, or he's asking her for, you know, this 50-50 conversation has been going crazy. And we're about to go into that in a second, right? The 50-50 conversation. But it's because women need a certain type of environment in order to treat a nigga like they're what we want. You want this king attitude from your woman. You want this, you know, I'll listen to you attitude from your woman. Well, what are you providing me that's going to allow me to submit to you in that fashion? Go ahead, Carmela. She's going to talk now.
Yes, because this is very important. So growing up, I've always heard that money is the root of all evil. And that is totally not true, because money, I feel like what he was trying to say is that money is an important factor. Because I know, like, in relationships, money is an issue. Like, if one person makes more or makes less, or that you don't have much of money, like, there's always an issue when it comes to that. Because I feel like people are not realizing that money, you need money to live. Do you see the people that are homeless out there? They ain't got no money. They can't eat. They don't have a roof over their heads. They don't have clothes to wear. So if we don't have money, you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to pay the bills. You won't be able to live a lifestyle where you can be happy. Like, there are some people that are poor and they're able to live a happy life, but they're not poor to a point where they don't have no food on the table. Like, it becomes a strain once you don't have money so you can have food on the table. Like, you become hungry. You become irritated, like,
or if you don't know the bill's gonna be paid or whatever,
yeah,
like that's.
like,
and then women are at home,
stress.
so they're like, all right, well, how am I supposed to take care of the kids? How am I supposed to do these things? If you're out doing whatever, how am I supposed to do these things? When those things are taken care of, it's a different dynamic. Are you done, Melly? I'm sorry for cutting you off. You finished? You haven't said anything. I thought you'd be really good at this topic.
No, I see both of y'all sides, right? But what I will say is I do think that he was saying, like, listen, money makes it easier overall, right? And they say like over 50% of marriages fail because of finances, right? So all those things that you talking about, loyalty, integrity, morals, principles, all that stuff, I can't hear none of that when the motherfucking, listen, I remember when one time the fucking the bank came and put a note on the house door, right? and it was basically saying like, you ain't pay, we taking this shit in 30 days, right?
National Grid do that all the time to me, and I'll be like, nigga.
But stuff like that, right? And I remember my dad's reaction was, oh shit, they come on Sundays? That was his reply. You feel what I'm saying?
My reply too.
Word.
Shut the fuck up. But you know, it wasn't about you. At that point, I could understand why my mother was the way she was, somewhat. You get what I'm saying? Because why would that be your motherfucking reply? We about to lose the house, the kids. You know, it's a bunch that goes with it. It's a domino effect. So I think overall, once you're financially stable, don't mean you got to be obsessively rich, but once you're financially stable, it eases a lot of the stuff for us to be able to focus on other things. And that's with every relationship, and that's just with life in general, right? Because if you want to be a fucking singer, but you can't pay the bills, then I don't have money for lessons or practice, or you get what I'm saying, other stuff. So I just think in general, money is super important because it just makes life easier for us to be able to, focus on all the other stuff.
I preach about economic development and getting bread on this podcast all the time. So it's not that I disagree with you. And I can't disagree with Gucci Mane because that's his opinion and that's his marriage. Right. But what I'm saying is, I'm like, that ain't it, though. It's not. You know what I mean? And obviously that clip was just a clip, and we didn't hear the full interview.
And of course, there's people who have obscene amount of money that are married and hate each other.
And that's what I was going to say. I know a lot of people with bread, been divorced 5 times with other wealthy people. Like, they just marrying dirtbags that got money, and they not happy. Right. You know what I mean? Like, they wasn't happy wives.
I think you guys both, everybody's nailing it in here. I think, Traub, you didn't say nothing wrong. I was having the 50-50 conversation with somebody about men. You know, she sent me the whole Gabrielle Union thing, and she's, they're 50-50 in their house. They both got money. But she's like, yo, I'm not going to be one of them 50-50 girls. You know what I'm saying? I need a man to have a provider type of mindset. I'm not doing the struggle love. And I hit her back with, define struggle love, because it's almost as if you want the man to be in doing the struggle love. Like, he got to do everything, and you got to be kind of just chilling. That sounds like you want the nigga to do, so, I need my nigga to have a certain type of money. And I was like, to me, if you got a certain type of money, you don't have these type of conversations. For instance, like Gabrielle Union and her nigga. You just don't. With, you know what I'm saying? She started going into tradition. And, I'm a traditional type of girl where the guy takes care of the woman. And, what do I need him for if he's not going to do it? I'm a baddie. I could get what I want, whatever. I'm not going to be with a nigga that I have to worry about bills with. He's supposed to provide certain things, and I provide the others. What do y'all think about this 50-50 conversation?
I think it's nothing wrong with it. So my problem is, I got nothing wrong with being a provider and all of that. But when we spoke about this before, the traditional, when a woman says she's a traditional woman, I hope that you're not just saying that when it's convenient to you. You're only traditional when it comes to being provided for and the bills being paid. But are you traditional in the other aspects of being barefoot in the kitchen and mopping and cleaning and go get me a fucking sandwich at 2 a.m. just because I said so? Are you traditional then?
So that's not traditional. That's abuse.
That's very traditional. That's the way it was.
But that was abuse. So I think a lot of people, especially when it comes to finances, men say, okay, if you want me to pay all the bills, I now control everything. And in turn, they use that as an excuse to say, wake the fuck up at 3 a.m. and make me a sandwich. Just because you're someone providing for a family and taking care of the people that you love doesn't allow you to then say to be financially abusive and then turn into, higher levels of abuse with emotional and all that kind of thing. So you can absolutely provide for people, because there's men who provide for their families and don't even fuck with the lady no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pay the bills and all that kind of stuff because I have the ability to do it. My children live here. She takes care of my children. We might not be together no more, but I want her to have that peace of mind. Right. So allowing your wife to have a peace of mind and to be in a space where she doesn't have to worry about the guy coming on Sunday to put the pink slip or whatever color it was on the house to say we losing it doesn't, mean, okay, now I get to, cheat and be abusive and do all these things and talk to her crazy. That shouldn't be something that gives you the power to do that.
So I was being extreme, but my question is really, are you being a traditional woman? If you want a traditional man that's paying and providing, like, okay, are you being a quote unquote traditional woman?
Right.
That's my question.
Yeah.
I think that y'all full of shit. I think women are being abusive in themselves. All of this shit, y'all want niggas to work for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all really trying to take advantage of the fact that y'all look good and y'all got a pussy. And fuck out of here. It's 12 to 1 pussies out here. You want me to do all the fucking work and you don't do shit and you gonna stand on that? It's fuck about, listen, I will never create a home where I believe my woman has to pay bills. But I will never have a woman in my home that thinks she won't pay bills. Fuck out of here. It's just not going to happen. I'm the type of nigga that's going to provide. I want a woman to feel the same way and I'm just basically, I got this. You got it in a different type of way. Y'all taking advantage. The game is fucked up to the point where y'all are so empowered. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Y'all have empowered yourself to the point where it's getting corrupt. Like, yo, what are we fucking talking about? These bitches out here talking about Gabrielle Union is this or that because she's paying half the bills. Yo, that's the type of relationship she want with her nigga, and she's richer than most.
Right.
She's always like, oh, they're comparing her and who the fuck are they comparing, Trav? Who the fuck are they comparing?
Somebody dumb, probably.
No, Trav has it in his notes somewhere. I thought, damn it. They're comparing, LeBron James' wife with fucking Gabrielle Union because LeBron James' wife said what? Hold on, let me find it here. God damn it, I'm not good at this.
Oh, she said she doesn't need to build something outside of her marriage.
She wants to focus. LeBron James' wife, Savannah James, who's gorgeous, by the way, stays out the way. You know what I mean? She's traditional wife, I suppose, right? She just wanted to focus on being a great mom and supporting her husband. When asked why she keeps a low profile while other NBA players' wives choose to go on reality TV, become influencers, and build brands. She's like, yo, I don't need that. I'm just here to support my fucking husband. You know what I'm saying? Versus the Gabrielle Unions, who feels like she has to be half of the household and this and the other. And they're comparing them. And I'm like, yo, why can't... I thought y'all didn't want to be a monolith. Melly, you had something to say? Oh, okay. No. I thought y'all didn't want to be one way. Why are the women like hating on a woman being a different way? You know what I'm saying? Than what you want. And you're the bitch working at Popeyes. And I think y'all love talking about niggas working at Popeyes. To these bitches, you're the Popeyes bitch.
I agree with you. First of all, we talking about rich people. And what, again, back to capitalism, right? Capitalism gives you the idea that you, and the belief that you actually can one day become these people. When the reality is you kind of die where you start at. If you was born poor, most people die poor, right? You can get like one level up or two levels up, but that's it. If the accessibility to become a billionaire was so easy, there would be a bunch of Jay-Z's. There's only one of them motherfuckers. So let's be the fuck for real, right? So again, y'all argue about people that y'all never gonna fucking be like. Worried about problems that you never gonna fucking have, instead of fucking saying, let me be the fuck for real, and I make $15 an hour, and this, we talked about this before. Figure out, listen, a relationship is like buying a motherfucking house. Look at what you can afford to spend. Right? I can afford this on the mortgage. I can afford this on the HOA fees. I can afford this on the lights, the bill, the gas. When I moved to Florida, I had to pay for the motherfuckers to take out my trash. You got to break all that shit down, and you got to break it down in ways of what is important to you. Am I willing to spend, get time taken away from me in order to get more money put into this pocket? Am I willing to take away from, I don't know, he might not be as good looking as I want to because he also offers this. You got to break that shit down and be the fuck for real. But again, we keep going back to the fact that most of us is not making over $50,000 a year. So why are we arguing about fucking Birkins that you're not even going to get? They locked the door at Hermes. You can't just walk in that motherfucker. I ordered a pair of shoes. And the security guard, the security guard looking at me like, you sure you put it? I'm like, I'm picking up a package. You get what I'm saying? So be the fuck for real. You trying to go into spaces that don't even make no sense. You living in a fucking fantasy world instead of saying, yo, you know what? I don't want to do 50-50, but the fact that white supremacy has taken over the fucking world and I might need to go half.
Nah, I swear to God, no bitch has ever saying that.
You might not word it like that. Okay, then we'll live it. Listen,
you know
do you
what?
want a 2-bedroom bitch or you want to sleep on this motherfucking futon with both your kids?
This bitch said white
Or you
supremacy.
want to keep living with your motherfucking mother? That's Mother's Day just passed. Half of y'all need to move the fuck out.
Fact.
You 43. You giving her a fucking card from the Family Dollar. She wants you to get the fuck out, Jamel. But nobody want to be the fuck for real. Come on, you sitting here wasting and then come on, you wasting your fucking wife and your mother's Wi-Fi to argue with people on Twitter about people you never in life gonna get next to.
Oh, you're gonna have dinner with Jay-Z?
Yeah, no. Hov don't like us no more. I'm gonna let you know right now. You're not getting dinner with him.
Hov don't fuck with you no more.
Hov do not fuck with us. The Hov we knew is long gone.
He been gone for a while.
Yo, he don't. You know, he's a natural brother. He's a vegan. You're not. No, you gonna get dinner with Bleak, and he's in Florida. So I don't know how long he gonna be there neither.
Yeah,
like, come on, I love us, but we gotta be the fuck for real, man. We gotta be the fuck for real. For me, I'm not going 50-50. You know why? Because I do everything on my own right now. I run 2 companies. My son is fucking damn near 6 feet tall, wears size 12. No, when you come here, I cannot build with you. I already got shit built. So you can't come here. I don't want to do construction work.
So you paying all the bills?
Huh?
So you paying all the bills?
No, mine, yeah. But I also...
No, in a relationship. You said you're not doing 50-50.
No, what I'm saying, I don't have to do that. I'm not in a space where where I need to do that.
No, he's fucking with you.
Okay, I'm not.
But I'm also trying to get clarity. So if you were to meet somebody that you feel like you're compatible with, would you go 50-50?
No.
with?
So what would
But you
it be?
just
What would
said
the
that you're
percentage
doing
be?
all of this already on your own, and you got bread.
So then
why not?
But again, remember I said break down what's important to you. We talked about this before.
Right.
Love is not that important to me. Me sucking a dick at 3 a.m. with hot breath and you sweaty is not that important to me. Me coming home after I worked 7 days a week and seeing a man is not important to me. So it's no way these things are not important to me enough that I'm gonna sit here now argue with you over the fucking light bill. I'm not doing that shit.
I just really, there's a question in the chat now. Your lifestyle is different, and the way how you view relationships and men is
right. No, I said that, but I just said everything has to be individualized. So break down what's important to you and what you like. For me, individually, I'm not doing it.
What is happening in the black family dynamic where women, the black women, you know what? Because we'll say black women, but they'll shoot back. White bitches ain't doing 50-50 with them niggas. White people ain't.
We always say that, but we don't know. Do you know what white people do?
They don't know.
So, boom.
Melly, you know what white people do?
No.
Do you know what white people be doing for real in their houses? I don't talk to the motherfuckers, so I don't know. When I talk about men, I'm talking about black men because that's the men I talk to.
I wasn't talking about you.
So I'm just saying in general, I hate when people say that. Like, I don't know what white people do.
I'm looking at the comments under this thing, and at Bree Nasty says, I'm not going 50-50 with a man who has more money than me. I'd rather be Savannah James. She's living the good life. And I'm like, she's married to LeBron James, bitch.
She's not married to Jamel.
She's not married to Jamel. What are y'all talking
Poor
about?
Jamel.
What, are y'all serious? Like, first of all, what does the average woman even want to be in a relationship for anymore? Is it just so that he could take care of her? Mm-hmm. Like, what is the bonus? Like, when Gucci Man says you'll have money, to Trom's point, I don't believe that all of the other things don't matter. Mm-hmm. I don't think that people are getting into a relationship. This is not a fucking merger.
Mm-hmm. It's not, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't a business merger where now I'm taking care of all your employees and shit like that. I'm not. Is that what I'm getting a relationship for? Just so I can take care of you?
They want shit of that.
Like, what the fuck is this? What's wrong with y'all? And y'all always talk about how y'all doing so much better than us anyway. Y'all doing better than us.
Yeah.
What the fuck going on where y'all like, yeah, I'm making more money than you, and I want you to do everything because that's gonna provide. That's gonna provide me with the lifestyle that I need.
You gotta realize who's talking, who's in the comments.
Who?
Just like what Cream was saying.
Who? Bum ass bitches?
Exactly.
That's it. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
exactly
you
what
wanted to
said.
pull that out, but that's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't
Also,
say that.
do you think the comments meet actual reality, right? Because somebody
Exactly.
fucking these broke ass men. There's ugly babies being born every day by broke brothers. You get what I'm saying?
Child support.
Well, child support on average is only $3,500 a year, so they not even taking care of their kids, child. Please, but But yeah, do you think the comments reflect reality though? Like, is that really, I'm saying it on Twitter, but then when I get off of Twitter, am I actively only doing that?
So why are we doing that? Because anything is art imitate.
It's hooking real.
It's art. Yeah.
It's hooking
But
real.
the shit starts getting real because the kids
No,
are starting to doing it.
real.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're saying they're gonna put it out there.
No,
trying to
right?
find
Because
somebody to do it.
what it is this, right? Instead of saying I dealt with a bunch of broke people before, and I've changed as a person, and I've achieved this, I've done this, and now I would like this type of man. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna pretend that I've only been in helicopters, Mr. Chow, and Bentleys, and I'm gonna see which sucker pulls that up. When I know a lot of brothers that are in Bentleys and all that stuff that I'm friends with, and they got 17 bitches, or they legitimately are married.
Yeah. What's the type of nigga that you pulling with this mindset? Right.
You're not pulling them because the rarity of them, it's not enough of them to go around.
Thank
So
you.
for everybody to say I'm only fucking with men that are worth such and such, you fucking lying.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough to go around.
Or you ain't the only one.
You
'cause
right.
he
That
fucking
too,
with
and
all of them,
again,
'cause
it's
he got
with
the
both
pick of the litter.
sides because men are doing the same thing. Y'all don't get no bitches. These brothers that be on here talking this 50-50 bullshit,
Y'all
they don't
ain't
get
getting
no
no
fucking
bitches.
pussy. They was getting slapped around as kids and sent to the store, and now they just nerds running around and telling people what they want women to do. That's all that is. And what they doing is getting the bitch like Shorty with the messed up washing set that's sitting there is like, yo, all right, you right. She need to go date one of the passport bros or something like that. That's what she need to do. That's her lane.
A passport, bro? They don't even want her.
They want her if she's traditional.
If she's traditional.
Yeah, she gonna go talking about, yo, God got me, this and the
He
third,
said,
and
"You
he's gonna
doing a
say
lot.
yes.
You're doing a lot." She said one thing. She said, "Why don't y'all just
All right,
listen,
so then
listen to everybody else."
let's not talk about her then, because Tahoe likes her.
I do.
So-
I do like her.
I know you do. It's all right, baby.
It's not like that. It's just cool. She's cool. Let's move on. Let's move on. Hum. I finished the woman. Let's move on to
Congrats.
the men. You ready? Your guns is already out. So yeah, hip hop.
I've been sticking up for y'all.
Blazing hip hop.
I wasn't just sticking up for y'all. I just, man, I went against my sisters and I said a lot of them is lying. I could have said, nah, you crazy. Everybody got a Bentley.
Nah, you just said it. I agree with that. The reality is not there.
Yeah, I don't think the reality is in the comments. I think it's what I want.
I was saying it wrong. The category is men. The answer is ego. And the clue, Judge Lynn talks about her encounters with the male ego and emotions. Lord knows we have a lot of that.
I put my first brother in jail in 1994. He didn't mind going to jail. He would say, well, Judge, why are you bothering me? I can go to jail. Just go ahead and do it. I don't want to deal with your probation conditions and your anger management, and I'm not going to talk to the guy that I hit and resolve it so I cannot go to jail. I'll just do the year. We used to pick cotton. Now we are the cotton. We are the product in the system, in the paid prisons that they make money off of. And they count on you guys not being able to handle your emotions. So you go. Not over millions of dollars. Not over the health and welfare of your wife and children. Some words. Every brother I sent to prison didn't know what the fight was about. All he knew is how he felt about it. I am my ego. I can't take that. I can't be disrespected. I need you to sit whatever nonsense happened today down. Because because it matters to me what happens to my people. I put my first brother in jail in 1994.
Preach.
Yep.
That's a deep fucking clip.
Very, very.
Why do our ego and our emotions control us the way they do? Why does it matter so much what other people think about us? Why do our emotions show up the way they do? Now, there's a whole logic versus emotion thing, and we always say that men are the more logical. But if you think about the things that we do based on emotion, killing somebody, fighting, road rage, a lot of that shit that we do, that's emotional reactions. Mm-hmm. The 6% of crimes that police solve are mostly emotional. They're dealt on some type of relationship that you've had and some adverse reaction that you've had to some interaction that y'all have done. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's robbery or some shit like that, but murder and assault or things like that, maiming, whatever it may be, menacing, whatever it may be. Those are all emotional reactions. That's how they find out. They follow the trail of that. What's up with men and their emotions and their egos? Anybody?
I think it's a lot of insecurities, and it's a lot of, oh, you ain't gonna play me. You know what I mean? Niggas don't like to be played, but it's because we don't really got shit, so we insecure about everything. Like, niggas will defend their block, like, you don't even own this block. You know what I mean? Like, what are you defending? It's like, because we don't have nothing, we value something simple as, like, don't disrespect me, don't talk to me like that. Shit that a successful person would just brush off, like, I got better shit to worry about. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Other niggas really don't got better shit to worry about. And then there's insecurities, like there's no, I don't even know the words for it, but it's just, there's no value there. Like, I don't know, help me out with it.
So I would say, for the folks that claim to be the most logical gender,
she about to do us.
Yeah, right.
Nah. Like, if you go look at any of the comments in any of the videos that I post, right? I could literally post a video saying, hey, I'm an entrepreneur and I deal with a lot of sexual harassment and I would like to not deal with sexual harassment. I have had, and I'll say it like that, and I've had men respond in the comments and say that I should be raped, I should be killed, I shouldn't come outside if that's not what I want, how dare I, all these kinds of things. These are the logical people, right? The logical gender.
We are not a monolith.
I know that. Listen, brother, shh. Instagram is monolithic. I don't know. But then I'll make a video and I'll say that a lot of these conversations, like we talked about with the 50-50, are stupid because, on average, y'all make $38,000 a year. And in return, they just screaming, jumping, hollering, telling me I should die. Somebody gonna rob me when they see me. I literally wake up every day to being threatened on my videos simply by if I state a statistic or I just say, hey, it's not nice to treat women that way. Right? But what I think what happens as far as y'all reactions to things is it plays a lot on embarrassment. So when you tell somebody something, if somebody is actually making $38,000 a year, instead of them being logical and say, well, maybe I shouldn't be having these conversations, they say, well, fuck you then, you fat bitch, you a trans bitch, this and the third, instead of saying, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Or if I say, hey, sexual harassment is bad, maybe you should say, you know what, that's right, rape isn't good. They're not doing that because they feel embarrassed. And when you're embarrassed, the world has told you that you're now losing power. And how do you maintain your power? Through violence.
Men maintain their power. I also have a pushback.
Sure.
As I told you when you asked me one day, sorry y'all, I'm getting tired. It's getting late because I was chasing the goddamn fucking UPS truck.
You was bobsledding on the scooter.
We supposed to be done with this for an hour ago, but I had to chase a UPS truck. When you called me and you said, yo, how do you deal with those comments?
Yeah.
I said, I know they ain't true. I don't care what they say about me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get a reaction.
Right.
That's what they want. They need a reaction. I feel that when you speak about relationship dynamics, whatever you do, they're only... The only thing they can do is try to get a reaction from you. Right? Because they feel attacked. When you speak about things, I don't feel attacked.
Right.
If I can take something from it that I'm going to use as game, I'm going to use it as game because I know I'm a good nigga. I know I'm a good nigga.
Right.
Like, it is what it is. I may have flaws, but I feel like I'm a good nigga. So if I see shit on the internet that I could take something from, I'm like, ooh, put that into the thing. Boom, I'm going to use that next time. Guess what? Gets me more bitches. Gets me more... Oh, wait. I'm in really shit. But you know what I mean. A lot of these niggas don't have. And the most they can get is a reaction from a woman on the internet.
Yeah.
That's the most they can get. They're at that point in their life. They don't have no women. They're
they don't
around
have social
them.
skills
They
either.
They don't have much.
Yeah.
So the most they can do, call you fat, whatever, and hopefully you respond. Hopefully you think, ha ha, she's bothered, and I can go about my fucking day.
Right.
That does something to niggas for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Because it's attention. So remember I told you I was a behavior therapist.
attention.
So literally, what if you've done something and it works one time, you continue to do it. So when you're dealing with these brothers who have never had secure social lives in the real world, never gotten attention because they're fucking losers and lame and broke and dirty and bummy and ugly.
How you have all those derogatory names for people? Like, cause you just put them out there, just bad. It's in a sentence. Go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead.
When you haven't acquired attention like a person is traditionally supposed to acquire attention, you learn that, okay, if I say, hi, you're pretty, and I ignore it, right? And you've learned that instead of saying, all right, I'm not going to say, hi, you're pretty, no more, I'm going to call you a bitch, and now I replied, now you're going to keep on doing that, right? So the first person that replied to that bitch instead of how you doing pretty has now taught you that you got to be negative in order to get that reaction from somebody. And again, we're not dealing with normal people who have been normally socialized. We're dealing with fucking dump truck losers. They will continue to be negative because that's the only way they can receive attention. So that's why it works for them.
It does.
And the only way you would be able to change that is if you taught them, like, hey, you know, if you just say hi to somebody, they'll say hi back.
Now, do me a favor. Change that from the internet into real life. Why is it that it matters so much what happens with your ego and your emotions when you're in a conflict or whatever? What does that do? You're a behavioral therapist, or you were. What does that do for men is the reason that we respond the way that we do to conflict?
Because again, I told you, you feel like you're losing power. I'm not a man, and I react in the same, the same way. If I feel like you've done something that's disrespectful, I don't, necessarily. I've gotten a lot better, but my used to be immediate reaction was, okay, you said this to me. I was taught that in return, I gotta react with violence because I gotta show my dominance. So if I feel like I'm losing my dominance, I feel like I'm losing my power. The world has taught me how do you get that to anybody.
So the reason I said to a stranger, I'm driving today. I make a left. This dude behind me makes a left. He's on my fucking bumper. But I'm living my life. I got my kids in the car. You know what I'm saying? I get around something. He swerves around me. Vroom, vroom. Comes around, drives up next to me, goes in front of me, rolls his window down, and he's like, what? And gives me the bird and keeps going. But I'm slow rolling. So I'm looking at this nigga like, what's wrong with this nigga?
Yeah.
What's wrong with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? I pull up next to the nigga. He pulls over. So he sees we coming to a red light. So now all that shit's, nigga, I'm right behind you. I pull up neck behind him. He pulls over. I pull up. It's some nigga that ain't got shit in the world.
Right.
I can tell. I just took one look at the nigga and I kept going about my day because you is not going to bring me back to where you at, nigga.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because I had something to lose.
Yep.
Yeah. You start to think a lot different when you have stuff to lose. And I think I was watching a clip. You was with Mouse on the Guys Next Door, right? And you was like, yo, if I don't post, I don't tweet, I don't do this, I don't do that, there's people who literally don't eat if I don't do that, right? And I'm in that same space as you. That's why I said I've gotten a lot better. There's people literally that wait for me to wake up in the morning to see how the day is going to go. So I would be at a disservice to them if I did some dickhead shit and I blew it for all of us. I also have so many friends that wish, I'm sure they didn't ask to die. They've been killed. You get what I'm saying? You lost a lot of brothers in the street. You lost a lot of brothers as well. So I look at it like this. Like, if I'm not out here doing the right thing, my friends that wanted to still live to see their kids grow, that got murdered for some bullshit, I would be doing a disservice to them as well. You know what I mean? So when you do have something to lose and you got people that literally, people don't eat if I don't feed them. Fuck, not only my kid, I'm talking about grown men, grown women, grown older adults, whatever the fuck the case may be. They don't eat if I don't feed them. So your reaction starts to be a lot different. Because if I go to jail, then what?
Well, we have one last clue in the male categories.
Oh, my weed's in
And it's called unbothered. The clue is this man discusses weighing out his options when he's bothered by something. I think it's very relative to what we're talking about right now. Obviously, Trav thought that's blah, 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 blah. Trav thought so too.
I have this tendency where like shit really do bother me a lot, but I will play like I'm unbothered.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's beneficial. I know you want a reaction. I don't want to give you one. Like you cussing at me, you yelling, you going crazy, right? You telling me about myself, whatever you want to do. I can argue with you, or I can tell you how I feel about what you're saying, or I just leave you alone. Leave it alone. And I usually choose to just leave it alone because the ceiling for where it could go, if I match.
The fuck? This girl. Yeah, she's calling me right now.
So that shit don't get out of hand. I would rather act unbothered because a lot of times my feelings be hurt.
Do you feel like that's equivalent to like bottling things in almost?
Yep. And I know that's unhealthy. It's like the lesser.
Okay, Tanae's calling back. Hello, Tanae. You are now on the So Shameless podcast. What's up?
Oh, it rang this first to me?
Hey, what?
Oh, my bad. You're not recording still, liar.
Hey, Tanae.
Hi, Tanae.
We still here.
Oh, wow. Hi. Yeah.
Why don't you? Okay, I have a question for you, babe. Why don't you listen to your man?
Yo, if you don't.
Yeah, right. All right. Bye.
So that shit don't get out of hand. I would rather act unbothered because a lot of times my feelings be hurt.
Do you feel like that's equivalent to like bottling things in almost?
Yep. And I know that's unhealthy. It's like the lesser of the two evils for me. Like, what happened if I don't bottle it up? If I attack everything that attacked me, you meet me, and I'm fire with fire, we will burn this shit down.
Shit. Man, I can relate to that.
I can't.
As an unbothered person. That doesn't mean that I don't come across idiots all day, every day, and have to deal with situations, and not even from idiots, from just regular people that I respect, people I may be in a relationship with, regardless, business, personal. To be unbothered is a choice to pick your battles and to not necessarily address everything head on and make a big deal about everything. But to his point, that means you are bottling some of it up, and life is all about balance. Like, can't bottle up too much, you know what I mean? Being unbothered is a great lifestyle, but it definitely has its weaknesses and flaws.
I don't like unbothered people because it feels as if the things that they do to other people don't really matter. Like, so say Loon, right, the other day, we have an episode next week that I've been planning for about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the group chat. We're going back and forth about the dates, left and right, left and right, left and right. Date this, date that, date this, date that, right? Tiana, for some reason, asked something about the date, and I mentioned it, right? What was that, Melly? Something about the date, right? Something, and I was like, yes, it's Thursday. Boom. And Loon says, yeah, I can't make that date. I said, bro, how? We've been talking about this for weeks. Yeah, I got a wedding. That's it.
I'm in it.
Huh? Yeah, and I'm in it.
How you ain't know that prior to?
We've been talking about this for weeks. We've literally said this for weeks. And so I just stopped communicating.
Me too.
Right? and so to me, that's the unbothered shit, right? It's like, bro, when I spoke to him, I got here, we had an uncomfortable moment for a second. I said, yo, let's go outside, let's talk. We started, and he was kind of like, well, what did you want me to say? And I'm like, something.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I wanted you to feel like you understood the position that you put me in. Say sorry. I wanted something that made it feel like you were invested.
Right. Or to take accountability for fucking up railroading what we've been planning.
Now, at the end of that conversation, that did happen. Right, but after we got through, what is it when you button heads and you like, because you're masculine, I'm masculine, and he's like, nigga, you ain't gonna punk me, and you ain't gonna punk me, whatever reason we went there, and then at the end of it, he's like, yo, you know what, huh? Ego, right? At the end of it, he's like, yo, you know what, yo, my bad, I could have communicated that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, and I said the same thing, whatever ways, we got past it, but unbothered can make a motherfucker feel like you don't care.
Yeah.
Can I interject on that?
Sure.
I think that was a bad example, because in that example, Loon wasn't being unbothered. You were being unbothered depending on how you reacted to his bullshit, right? Unbothered is a reaction to somebody else's shit or other circumstances. So if you being unbothered is being able to see that text and not blow up in a moment and be able to digest it and pull him to the side and resolve it in a calm fashion. That's what I take from being unbothered. What he did was inconsiderate, and he was the one on the other side of the unbothered argument. I
was not unbothered.
Well,
I wanted to fight.
So you were bothered, but you didn't express that. So me being unbothered, I wouldn't want to fight him. It wouldn't affect my day. I would be unbothered in that moment. I would continue with my day. I'd have a great day. It won't affect my mood, and I'll deal with it when I deal with it. But that doesn't mean that...
That's beautiful, because I'd have flipped my shit.
But Loon, that wasn't an unbothered thing. That was an inconsiderate thing, and that's not unbothered. Because I am unbothered, and you have to... Sometimes I overshare, like, yo, I can't make it, but this is why, I got to do X, Y, and Z. Y'all know that's why I try to do in the chat. You know, if I can't make it, I'll tell y'all what I got to do. I got to pick up my daughter. I got to do this, that, and the third. I can't make it this day. So I'm leaving room open for other alternatives. I'm not just going to be like, yo, I can't do it on Friday. I'm going to be like, yo, this is why I can't do it. I'm open Saturday, Sunday, Monday, boom, boom, boom. So I got to say that I don't think that's an example of being unbothered. What Loon said.
Yeah, you're probably right. That was probably the wrong, a bad analogy.
You just wanted to get that off?
Oh, did I just throw Luna in the bus for no reason? Y'all think that?
No, not for no reason. I just feel like you just had that on your chest, though.
No, I don't care. I thought it was a great conversation. I thought what I liked about the conversation is that we were able to work through the emotion, and we got to the end, and we had a great episode, a great day afterwards, and nothing went wrong. That's really what I took from that whole shit. Fuck how it started. How it ended was great. And I'm like, yo, that's conflict resolution. Like, that's fucking dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some shit that we could work through. Like, that I could work with.
Yeah, because I could have fought or whatever.
We could have, right? Because we both was out there like, nigga. And I'm like, bro. And then we got to a point where it was like, all right, boom, boom, boom. By the time we came upstairs, we was good, right? We were super good. Yeah. We spent about what?
When I think of unbothered, I think of your reaction to what somebody else has done that was wrong. Yeah. So your reaction, somebody else did something wrong, your reaction to it, are that determines whether you are unbothered or not.
I still don't like unbothered people. Because then they do passive aggressive shit. A lot of times, if their communication skills aren't up to par.
True.
People be acting like they unbothered, but they be bothered, and then they start doing shit. I'm not a fan of people that show me how they feel. I've said that a lot of times. Tell me. Give me the opportunity to have that conversation. Give me the opportunity to work through it. But once you start showing me, but you're acting like there's nothing wrong, that's when suck my dicks fly.
Now you pissing me the fuck off.
Now we got a problem because I know it's something, but you're acting like it's nothing, which is passive aggression. So you might be like, you know what? I disagree with that too.
No,
That's passive
I agree
aggressive.
with that. I am passive aggressive.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm an unbothered flag bearer, which is why I'm responding to all your things. 'Cause I totally get it, and I am passive aggressive. The two go hand in hand.
Right. So and I don't like that because you act like you ain't like it about something. You act like you ain't care about this, but now I see the signs in the next movement that you're doing. I'm like, are you doing that because of that?
Yeah.
No.
That's a form of
Unbothered
communicating
people-
in itself. It's just not verbal communication.
I'm gonna okay you to death. Okay, all right. Even though it ain't okay, I'm unbothered. Okay, I'm gonna go off about my day, cause being unbothered means you're not fucking up my day. I'm gonna go about and do what I'm gonna do
But
with
you're
a smile on my
bothered.
face.
Being unbothered, sometimes you acting like you're unbothered, but you're bothered. You're bottling in emotions. That means you were bothered. You're acting unbothered, which means you're not being real.
I totally admit that. And to his point, there could be a problem to bottle up emotions, but you know, there's pros and cons to everything. The flip side is I can carry on my day regardless of what's going on. You can't get me out of my shit. Like if I'm in a groove, no external circumstance is going to get me out of that. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of being unbothered. You looking at me like so.
I'm looking at you like I actually hate that shit. I hate when, if I'm going through something with you, you tuck your feelings away, act like nothing matters. When I need resolution, that's what I'm bringing to you. We need resolution. So it's like, I was having this conversation today, and I hate that I can't recall the entirety of it. But it's more like being able to work through a situation and not have to get an emotional reaction in order to get to to the end of it, right? Some women, they can't go through conflict a lot of times without needing to release the emotion attached to the conflict.
Correct.
So it's like, yo, me and you, we might have something, and we get through the end of it. This what happened, that's what happened, this is what I didn't like, that's what I like. All right, this is what we do next time. All right, peace. Told you later. I'm gonna see you later at the show. I bet. Right? You women, sorry, I said it out loud. You made me feel this way. I need to express how I feel. I need to unload how I feel. Now, the argument is lost because we're lost in your feelings, right? When people, huh?
Valid feelings.
They're valid feelings, but they're attacked to a conflict. Like, all right, you got feelings. All right, conflict being what it is. Let's get past the conflict. Let the feelings get the fuck out of here.
But you can't just be dismissive to the feelings because the feelings are a part of somebody's
And now
truth.
we got to deal with that all fucking day. Your feelings.
We don't have to deal with it all day, but if you acknowledge it and we talk about it and we find something that can be tweaked a little bit or changed, or even if it doesn't have to be changed, you've acknowledged. Sometimes just acknowledging it ends the problem. Sometimes it's more than that.
Have you dealt with women? Are you crazy?
Sometimes.
What?
I deal with that with men, so I would like.
I would literally say, I
deal with
hear
that
you.
with
I
men.
didn't mean to do that. My bad. Y'all still gotta decompress. Y'all still got mad shit
Listen,
going
man,
on.
I've
It don't end with the my bad.
I've
tried
tried and said, yo, listen, man, my bad. I'm sorry. I ain't meaning that way. And that'll be a text. And I'll get a call. Like, yeah, but... I'm like, all right, man. Well, what the fuck would you like me to do? Because I got shit going on.
And you talking about that with niggas. Right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So imagine how it is with women.
I'm not imagining it because I'm not going to sit here and say that one is different
Let's
than the
not
other.
take it away from where I was going. What I'm going is those emotions are there.
Mm-hmm.
When a motherfucker is unbothered and they're tucking that shit in, I'm dealing with those emotions for mad long.
Yeah.
You're just not addressing it. You're acting like you didn't care. It's there though. And now every time something comes up that's similar or there's something that triggers how I made you feel, even though you didn't feel anything, you weren't bothered, I'm getting this shit from it. Well, we could have just had the fucking conversation and dealt with it. But you choose not to until it blows up later on and some shit happens that didn't need to happen. I was about to say something petty, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. But the power that you have in communication is it's mad powerful. When you choose not to and you do it in other ways, I think that's weak. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you a question, me psychoanalyzing stuff? Do you think that like pushing it inside is coming from a place where you didn't necessarily have a safe space to express your feelings or communicate that? So it was just like, yo, fuck it, let me just bottle it in and go about my business, and that's just how you learned?
Honestly, I don't think I push a lot of stuff inside. I don't have a problem addressing things. I'm just big on picking my battles. When I say I'm unbothered, a lot of shit just literally does not bother me because, and this is where I have to disagree with what Ty was saying. Being an unbothered person, it's not that I'm bottling everything inside. You can do that and it could be problematic. But for the most part, for me, it's about I accept people for who they are. Mm-hmm. So I can accept a lot of bullshit. I know that it's bullshit. I'm not going to go throughout my day addressing all the bullshit that is brought to my table.
It's one bullshit.
I'm going to pick my battles.
You think you go through bullshit all day? It's communication.
Everybody does. But the difference is very little of the bullshit bothers me because I accept everybody's bullshit more so than the average person. I think that's a trait of an unbothered person. I can deal with more than the average person can.
I agree.
And that's just real. I'm not acting. I'm not bottling up. I could deal with it. It's not a problem to me. So if it is an issue, yes, you got it. You can't bottle up something that's a big issue. But for me, I'm big on picking my battles. I'm big on like, that's just who that person is. Either I don't have to address it head on. Either I'm not gonna fuck with this person or I am and I'm gonna deal with it. Like, not everything gotta be a confrontation and a conversation.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about dealing with a delivery man or dealing with this or that bullshit, things that don't really matter to you. I'm talking about
dealing with people in my life. Yeah, that I love.
Somebody that's bothered with you and you're unbothered with them. You're just like, you're not taking into, you're not getting sucked in. You're like, And you're like, they're looking at you like, no reaction, no nothing. That sucks.
I mean, you know.
We just did it.
I just did it, right, Melly? Sorry.
The fun discussion of today's episode, we have 3. I'm going to allow you guys to vote on which one we're going to talk about.
Wait, how long is this episode?
It was because I chased the fucking thingamajiggy, remember? I know y'all tired. I know y'all hungry. I was going for like 40 minutes.
It was 40 minutes?
I was going for a minute.
Yeah, I still got
Remember, I went out, came back. I went across the street, talked to the white people. Came back, went and put my sneakers on, went downstairs, got the scooter, chased around Bedford, up fucking Jefferson. No, down to Madison, up to Mars. Yeah.
Tahoe, we heard the story. You spent another 40 minutes telling us the story when you got back.
The fun discussion we have 3. I'm just going to pick one.
Okay.
All right? And I'm going to put it out there for y'all to decide. The first clue, Mother's Day gift. The second, kids are slaves. And the third, male R&B music is toxic.
Male R&B music is toxic.
Which one do you guys want to discuss?
I'm good with anyone. All 3 sound interesting to me. So we could go with Melly's choice.
Mother's Day gift. Kids are slaves. Male R&B music is toxic. We have one for music.
Mother's Day is about.
Mother's Day.
Let's do it.
Mother's Day. Toro.
You
want to have a vote here?
I like to hear about the kids being a slave thing.
All right. Well, we already got 2 for Mother's Day. So you can either help Ty.
Nah, I want to be toxic. Nah, we could do Mother's Day.
That's toxic. You tied it.
Oh, nah, we could do. I guess so. Yeah.
You did toxic. So 2 toxics, 2 Mother's Day. Y'all leaving it up to me. Let me see.
You can read what they are, so you know which one to choose.
I'm going with the R&B music.
Okay.
Even though I'm gonna tell y'all what the answer is. You know what? I'll put all 3 of these in the new episode discussion, all 3 clips, so that you guys can see what we didn't talk about versus what we did. If you go into the Patreon, into the Discord, we have a episode discussion. I will put the clips in there for you guys to see what could have been spoken about. Now, the Mother's Day is woman is upset that boyfriend sent flowers to his BM for Mother's Day. His baby
She
mother.
sound like the girl that was with the trainer.
We didn't get to
That's
talk
the
about
same
that.
wife from the trainer.
We didn't get to, yeah, right. Same bitch, different clothes, same bitch. Kids are slaves. The clue is women discusses parents giving kids adult jobs. So those 2 will be in the episode discussion. And the third one, male R&B music, is toxic. Man states male R&B music has been killed. This is crazy.
I know, I heard that one.
By the
that's how you
feminist,
picked it?
by the feminist movement. I love men are so fucking.
R&B music has been killed by the feminine movement. The stars are all women.
Yeah.
There's no male R&B stars, but here's why. There's nothing a male R&B singer can say that has been said in the past that's not considered toxic masculinity. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Today, that's considered toxic masculinity. Listen to Keith Sweat, Wrong in the Right Way. You may be young, but you're ready. Today, that would be like,
Yeah, we would've
excuse
fought.
me?
Yeah, that would've
Is this some
That'd have been crazy.
pedophilia? If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. That's gaslighting in today's world. Anytime a man does anything manly, it is considered toxic masculinity, as is killing the male R&B voice because he doesn't have anything to sing about anymore.
I think love, though.
Love, we didn't build our
But
shit
it
singing
used
on
to
love
be
anyway.
about love.
Nah, Confessions is Usher's biggest album. It's about a nigga cheating. R&B music has been killed by the feminine.
Wait, you heard this clip and that's the one you chose?
Yeah, that's why I chose it, because I knew what it was about.
I hate people that wear sunglasses inside. Like,
I will say this.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna jump on the devil's advocate side of this.
Oh gosh.
A man could have never made Kill Bill.
Facts.
A man could have never made a song said, "I just killed my ex," and his and her new boyfriend's next, because I loved him and I'd rather you be dead than be with somebody else. A man could have never wrote a song like that. There's nothing. Yo, am I wrong? Nobody's gonna say nothing.
You are absolutely correct.
I mean, there have been songs. Listen, that white rapper that y'all let come into the culture made songs about killing his baby mother and his own mother.
That was 20 years ago.
Right, and people was like, but
it doesn't count.
Okay,
Doesn't count
well,
as
I'll
white.
tell you one thing. In our community, if you could sing, hopscotch, dance, and rap, just like Russell Simmons got 27 bitches that's saying he raped them, and they still giving him accolades, this community is not going to turn you down. So maybe that's just not making good music. Because the hip-hop community and the R&B community coddles abusers and rapists. So as long as you can sing that bitch good and twist, turn, and do a line and do a backflip, you going to be straight up right. So maybe you're just not making a good album. I don't know, because I know bitches that we rap about, say bitches and hoes and all that kind of stuff, and we may not want that in our regular day-to-day life, but we rap it. So now what? Maybe they need to step their pen up. They just might not be making good music, because you dealing with a community that's still stomping in the neighbor love or whatever it is, and they ain't checking about nothing about that.
They made the song just one little fuck can mess all this up. Division. One little fuck can mess all this up. Did you see the outcry that was on the internet over that one song?
No.
Over the fact you don't remember that song? Mm-mm. The one with was it a Jay-Z beat in it? It was a Jay-Z beat in that song with Division. You go and Lex P and Drea was in the fucking video. You don't remember? Yeah, you blocked it out because it's misogyny. Huh? Yeah, I don't believe anything about what you just said. I think that you are blind to the things that are happening with the ladies, and rightfully so. Y'all are winning. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. It's
I would
it's
say
women's
just
supremacy.
a consciousness. I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far. That was crazy. But I think there is a level of consciousness, and I would say, what's the boy named Cat Williams? Mm-hmm. I remember when they was saying, like, a lot of people saying, "Oh, comedy is dying out because you can't say stuff that's everybody's offended by something." And Cat was like, "Well, if you can't change your jokes up to be funny in different ways, then you're not a real comedian." Right. So I think, that kind of like falls into it. Like if I tell you this makes me uncomfortable, like it's certain things, right? And I remember I laughed at RL about this from Next. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, y'all coming in and basically like saying at the beginning of the song that your dick is hard is crazy. Like y'all could never do that today, right? Like
what song was that?
Too Close?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
What if she could tell that I'm hard right now? And
like,
then the song starts.
Right.
And
I'm like, yo, that's a wild. Yeah, I'm like, that's a wild intro. So you couldn't do that today. But I think you could still make a very good song without going that far. So I don't think anyone is saying like, hey, just omit everything totally. But we kind of saying like certain things, make you feel uncomfortable. So you might be
y'all whack, bro.
Okay.
Y'all could do and say whatever the fuck y'all want.
That's
bitches. I will never forget, yo. And I keep bringing.
So why don't you lead the motherfucking march? If you got an issue, why don't you protest? War.
Well,
that's what y'all used to do.
See, it's mad cool.
I'm not telling y'all to do that. I don't like that.
The real people that had flags folded up over their body or put on their casket and lowered into the ground, and y'all be celebrating that shit. Yeah, that's what y'all used to do. Like, but we can't say, yo, you're dancing too close. At this point, your dancing has gotten me very aroused. That's a wild bar.
That is crazy.
In a fucking war.
You know what? Whatever. At this point, we 4 hours in. If that's your argument, I'm gonna give it to you.
What? Trauma.
Tahoe, you're not gonna like my stance on this.
I know. I can tell by the way you was looking, trying to figure out a way to be oppy.
The dude on the clip just sounds like an old nigga that can't get away with the shit he used to get away with.
Bing bong.
Times have changed. You gotta adjust. You gotta move on. Niggas were very misogynistic in the good old days, quote unquote, according to what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you can't say shit like seems like you're ready to anymore. Like, it's because it was wild and we let the shit go then.
Shit was fly.
And it's kind of like
it's fun.
Like if you into like stocks and stuff, when stocks be going up crazy, they do something that's called a market correction. Like, yo, the stocks are overvalued. It has to come back down. So market correction, the value comes back down and then it evens out. Mm-hmm. Right now, the misogyny that was going on is being corrected and it's coming back down and then it'll even out. So in a few years, it'll be even playing field. But right now, we're dealing with all the misogyny from the past and niggas can't say shit. But in a few years, it'll probably be evened out and it'll be balanced. But there was no balance in music for a long time.
Power.
What's that?
Empowerment. Absolute power that comes with empowerment. Women's empowerment. They're doing all the shit that we're saying that men can't do. You fucking heard Sukiana? Did you hear the fucking woman? What's that song? What's the fucking song
I know what
where the girl is like my pussy pink, my butthole brown? I said what?
But y'all can say, listen, go and make a song and say my balls is mad black and the tip of my dick is pink. I don't know.
That's a horrible dick. If I'm telling
yo, that's why. Yo, I'm not gonna forget
that's crazy.
it. Nope,
not
even. Nope. I forgot. I'm in certain rooms. I can't say certain things.
Y'all be talking about your pussy pink and your butthole is brown. We got deeper problems.
But that's
These are
not
the people raising
harmful
our
to somebody,
children.
though. They ain't raising my child. My son 14 in college and high school at the same time. Sukiana is not on his register. You raise your children. So if you allow them to do something like that, then
Allow. Don't let a man say allow.
all right. You know what?
Man,
It's a Wingstop up the block, right? I feel like you owe me some wings. You stressing me
Say
out, and I
allow.
got a
Let's
6
order some
a.m.
wings.
Lemon
Let's
pepper
order
my
some
wings.
I got a 6
Is
a.m.
it open?
flight. I can't deal.
It's 9:43. Is open. You know Wingstop
I don't know,
is
but-
open at this time.
Nah, it's probably gonna take them like an hour to
Lemon
come.
pepper my
They are.
wings.
Yeah.
All right, we on our way out of here, guys. It has been a great episode. We still have this week in these niggas though, and this week in these bitches.
All right. And cap and no cap. We doing that too.
Those are quick. That's quick. We're gonna pick one again. The clues are homeless man berated or bathroom talk.
We get to pick one.
Mm-hmm. Homeless man berated or bathroom talk.
Bathroom talk.
Bathroom talk.
Sure.
Bathroom talk. This week, and these niggas. I
think
also
last time
put.
we did it right. You played the clip and was like, "What did they even talk about?" We ended up
Yeah,
skipping
right?
it.
He's
Like,
huh?
I also put the clip from this week's These Niggas in the Discord new episode discussion. The one we didn't talk about is man calls homeless man entitled. I actually want to hear that one. I ain't gonna hold you. I actually do want to hear that one. I haven't heard it. But the bathroom talk segment is Shannon Crowder talks about talking to men.
Oh, wow. I saw this clip.
While they're at the urinal?
Dang, I wish I picked the other one.
You do?
Yeah.
Why? All right, let me see here. Let's see.
I talked to a nigga in the bathroom. Yo, but let's get into it. I feel like I talked to a nigga in the bathroom. You would? Yeah. I do it all the time. That's weird. But I just like to look at people like you. Holding your shit, and I'm looking over. I don't want to look at your shit, but just to look at a man next to me and be like, bro, how you doing? You okay? You like a man in that vulnerable space? I want to see what you about. Wait, what? I just want to see what you about. That's some next level down south shit. If you can have a conversation with me holding your dick and I'm holding my dick and we can look each other in the eyes and talk, that means that you an alpha male. That means you a lion. That means you a lion. Like lions. When's the last time you saw four, 5 male lions sitting around in the same area? It doesn't happen because they have territories. The thing that makes this shit run is when you have an alpha male, you got a lion that can sit and talk to another lion and just be comfortable with it. It's some bullshit, man. No, it's real. What's up, nigga? You good? Holding my dick, though? Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know. And they think it's crazy. I know you're a younger dude. I'm an old guy. That's what I need to see. So I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you this. A dick is comprised of 2 parts. Mm-hmm. A stick and berries. There's big sticks, there's little sticks. Mm-hmm. There's big berries, there's little berries. But they all fucking look the same. Okay. They all look the same. So I look at you and be like, oh, you got me by 2 inches. Okay. But you don't know how to work that dick. Like, I know how to work that dick. Bro. Why we, like... Well, how you get there? No, I don't even want to see what you got. Why not? Because that's fucking... What? Why? I just don't want to see it. It ain't none of my business. But it's not none of your business, so don't worry. Like, I talked to a nigga in the bathroom.
what in the whole teppery? I feel like we was about to start talking about pyramids and vaccines and Dr. Sebi. What is happening?
I told y'all I didn't want to hear that clip. I heard it before. Tori, you got this?
Is he from Harlem?
Yo! Oh my god.
Yo. Now, when I tell you not to bring it back to that, but when I tell you, he sounded, I ain't gonna front, that triggered me, because that sounded just like the old nigga.
What?
Oh,
He said he was from down south.
Is there anything about the clip that resonated with you in a positive way?
I'm sorry. And you dead ass. Look at his.
I can't think of nothing.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo.
I said this on Hard to Soft this week.
Mm-hmm.
I have gone in the urinal, started peeing, looked at the guy next to me and was like, why are you so close? Why are you standing so close to the urinal?
Oh.
You don't get it.
Yes, I get it, but I don't understand why you would ask him that.
Just being braggadocious, I suppose.
And being funny and being human and making jokes in a moment where most people won't make jokes.
That's not king shit. That's not lion shit.
That's being comfortable in your skin shit. That's being light. That's just living life.
Most time a nigga laugh at that shit.
Yeah.
I have had a motherfucker look at me like he's ready to kill me though. What you trying to say, nigga? My shit bigger than yours.
Somebody said some shit like that, I would fucking laugh.
That's different though. Like
Yeah.
son in the clip trying to like analyze and discuss your manhood and see if you the king of the fucking jungle.
You got
like,
2 inches on me? Oh, but you ain't moving it right.
But why
Like,
did he go to Sticks and Berries?
Yeah, I don't
Where
know.
did that? Is he high? He was high.
No, he been down a YouTube rabbit hole. I know.
I don't know what rabbit hole he been down, but
So, what they be drinking the not the buckwheat, the batter root. That's the king of the hoteps. I'm telling you.
That was an interesting clip. Them niggas did a lot in that. Was that a whole? I wonder if that was one conversation.
Yeah, that was.
Did you see what fucking EA and them did to the clip? Oh my god! Wait till I show you after the show. Yo. In any case, here we go with this week in these bitches. I do want to see the man calls a homeless man entitled though. Like, how could you?
You want to run through that real quick?
Can I just
Yeah,
real quick?
yeah.
Just want to see what the fuck he was talking about because what?
Why you flipping me off, bro? Why you taking my picture, bro? Because there should be housing for you. I don't want housing. Then, so what do you want? Just to sit here then? Yeah. It's my country, ain't it? Yeah, but this isn't sanitary. We all live here. It's not unsanitary. What gives you more right than me? It's unsanitary. Look! What do you mean? You should want better for yourself. I like it like this. I like the fresh air. No, I got you, but we all have to. What if somebody's handicapped and they need to get by? They can't. They got 36 inches. Somebody on a mobile bike can't get through here. They got 36 inches. So your freedom's more important than somebody else's. 36 fucking inches. No, see, this is the problem. You think you're more important than somebody else. I wanted to sit here and talk to the homeless guy and hold up traffic. Maybe somebody's got to go to the hospital. You see that? You see how that guy just expects? He just thinks that he is more important. Why are you flipping me off, bro?
The homeless guy thinks he's more important, but you don't think you more important being the fucking security guard in the HR department of the sidewalk.
Filming him.
Right.
Wow.
Entitled to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Right.
He just in his living room minding his business.
Right. In his living room. He's on his fucking porch. You out here bothering the man.
On his property.
And he owned you. He said he said you over here filming me, holding up traffic.
I hate idiots.
Yeah.
A lot of them be white.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of black idiots too.
Oh yeah.
But he's a male Karen.
black.
What they call them? What they call the male Karens? Kens or some shit? I don't know. What the fuck? But that's who he is.
This week in these bitches, the two clues we have are city bike, city bitch. Or who should walk? Whoa, that was kind of rough. Which one? City bike, city bitch, or who should walk?
They both sound juicy.
Kareem's like, listen, I don't care. I've been sitting here for too long. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Votes.
City bike.
City bike.
City bike?
Yeah.
City bitch. Bike. I'm going to tell y'all which one we didn't. It is who should walk. And the clue is daughter chooses blood father over stepfather. That will be put into the Discord. I wanted to see what that was, but I won't blow it up. This week in these bitches, the answer is hospital employee uses white tears to try to take city bike from young boy.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a fucking mess. That goddamn clip right there. We all saw it. We're gonna see it again.
Help me! Please help me! It's not your bike. Please help me! It's not your bike. It's not your bike. Please help me! Help! Please get off! Please get off!
Yo, don't
take it, bro.
Now you're not getting the break, bro.
Yeah, now you're not getting the break. Help!
You're not getting the break. I'm not. Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you? You're not touching his phone. You're not touching his phone. I'm not touching you. You put your stomach on my hand.
Hey, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. Please help. Sit down. Please help.
She's just crying.
You're not crying. You're not crying. I got you on video. Where you pulled it out? Hassan, you pulled it out? Hassan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his.
Reset it. I'm gonna pull it out on your account.
You an actor.
No, record it.
Help me!
Now, this clip, although it was a lot of commotion, was basically about a young, or I'm not going to say, I like saying young, but I don't know how young she was. She's white. You never really know with them. Woman who walked up on a boy who was undocking a city bike. Now, for those people who are not from New York, City Bikes is a program that you have an app on your phone, you pay for the app, you pay for the bike in the app, and you go to where these bikes are, and you can just take the bike and you can ride around New York City. We can thank our old mayor de Blasio for that nonsense. But now the fucking bikes are everywhere. So this young black boy went to go get the bike. He paid for the bike. He's undocking it. She comes along, grabs the bike, says it's her bike, and is now trying to take the bike from the young boy who has his friends with him. And they all start recording her. In the process of all of that, she starts screaming. She also tried to do the Karen tears. Mm-hmm. No tears came out, and they documented that as well. This video goes on for about another 30 seconds where she starts fucking trying to cry and all that. And they're like, yo. She stops. And then they're like, not one tear came out. Where was all that screaming you was doing? What do y'all think?
I mean, we just talked about Karens. This is a prime example. So the clip has been going around for a little bit, and I did see like a follow-up clip that the hospital that she works for saw the video, and there might be some repercussions she faced. I don't know if that's
really?
Yeah. So hopefully her employer saw this and was like, yo, this is not a good representation of our hospital. You have your uniform and badge in the video, and it went viral. So I think she ended up having to pay for that.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm not a fan of people going through shit, but that's just whack as fuck, bitch.
Yeah, super whack, yo.
And then you tried to get like that help. That shit could have wound up with somebody being hurt.
Yeah,
she
could have gotten him killed.
She could have gotten him killed.
And they know what they doing, and they continue to do it,
Yep.
and it's disgusting. And I'm over it. And all y'all people that say we not our ancestors, stop recording these folks and slap the shit out of them. Because y'all like to disrespect our ancestors and say, oh, we not our ancestors. And all y'all do is cry in the Walmart and say, she called me this. Do something about it, because I'm tired.
I hate that term. Okay. Cap or no cap? We're going to run through them real quick. Y'all ready?
Yep.
We got caps in the room. We got no caps in the room. Everybody's got a cap? Nobody's got a cap. I look these folks in the eye when I press no tip on that iPad.
No cap?
Cap. I can't look at people.
I'm going to say cap too, because I do not look them in the eye.
I look away after I press
Oh, pardon me. I thought you was asking if that person was lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
is that person?
cap is lying. No cap is true.
Okay.
When I press no tip, I look away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Me, yeah.
But then I look back to see if they felt away.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, it's like...
You know you ain't do shit just
right.
now. You
right.
ain't get no tip for that. I had the Shake Shack girl say, you know what? Yeah, you can sign it after you do the tip screen. They're going to give you a tip screen after that. And she kind of looked away. And I did too. No tip, bitch. No tip. Cap or no cap? A Dollars says, IG snapped with quote unquote remove follower. I am not aware of that.
You could remove a follower?
Yeah, you go and you press like unfollow, and it'll ask you if you want them to not follow you no more too.
So it's like the block and block without having to block and block.
Right. They just don't follow you no more.
That's kind
But then they could just follow you back unless you block them, right?
I mean, yeah, they can't just follow you back. They
But
would
that's-
have, they would
that's-
have to search your name and then.
But that's really making a big statement if you just remove somebody as a follower.
I don't want you here anymore. You are not welcome
Yeah.
here. I've done that though.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I've had the motherfucker follow me back. I unblock somebody. The motherfucker followed me back. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Right. You know
But
you
sometimes
was following
people don't know that they the issue or that you don't really want them to follow you. So they be like, oh, damn, how did that happen?
Must have been a mistake.
Right.
Block on block, follow me right back. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
That person legitimately has a mental health issue and has been stalking me for 6 years. So go ahead.
Cap and no cap at Miss Daja Bell says, I hate an argumentative Uber driver. Like, do what I say. Fuck your GPS.
Yeah. I have to follow the GPS.
Oh,
No.
shit.
How are you
way.
arguing her in her wake? How are you agreeing with her in her wake, Melly? Jesus Christ. Melly says, no fucking cap. Tron, what do you think?
I got conflicting views on this one. You don't want an argumentative Uber driver because I'm paying you to provide a service. I don't need you to argue. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you niggas. But at the same time, I'm sure the Uber drivers got to deal with all types of drunk, stupid ass people that's telling them how to do their job. And it's hard as fuck to concentrate and drive safely with somebody backseat driving. Like, that's literally what you're doing if you're trying to give somebody directions. The directions are in the GPS. I'm going to follow the GPS. So I get both sides.
They also might feel safer following the GPS
Absolutely.
than what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I don't know if those apps kind of track where you driving, like based on the
does.
trip. Yeah, so they might actually get consequences behind that from
No,
Uber.
they won't.
Oh, okay. Well,
I hate it.
So,
Fuck everybody.
my bad.
I hate the gentry. This is a gentrified fucking cab. You're a cab.
I'm a cab.
Not
Oh, I'm so confused. I'm sorry.
fucking
I'm dying.
Uber. Nigga, I said I want to go that way because I will get caught over there in the stupid ass traffic.
Exactly.
Just go this way, it's that and the other. And they're looking at you like you're trying to rape. Ooh. Rob them. Is what I meant to say. Words. Just words.
It's okay.
Just go on ahead, editing.
And you fucking went that way, and now I know where I'm going, and now I'm fucking late now because of this dumb shit. Because you don't trust no fucking way. Just make the left.
How am I going to get you into a place where
Because you
The
don't
entrance is on this side. It says 525 Marriott Place, but it drops you off by the back. The entrance is on the other side. Go this way.
exactly?
And they drive right past where you said go.
Yeah.
And
It
go
also
the other way.
depends on how you speak to people.
Oh, yeah, of course it's me. Right. Thank you, Trump. Thank you.
No,
I'm-
even if he's
Like,
nice.
Uber drivers are people too. Like, don't just be like, yo, make this left right here. Like, give me some context. Be like, yo, I go this way. Trust me. I know the GPS is telling you to go this way.
Exactly what I
If you make this left, we'll get there a little quicker. Boom, boom, boom. Like, explain
Yo,
it
every
to me.
time I have a conflict, Trump does this. He says, it also depends on how you speak. It's the way you come at people. He does it to me all the time.
Because it's true.
He thinks I'm a piece of shit. Like, I don't know how to fucking switch codes.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. I'm talking
What
for,
Shy
for the
say?
subject.
I see. Is that Shy?
Oh, yeah, he's in there. Cap and no cap at the King Shah Mugger says, yo, it's crazy when you and your siblings have a different mother or father and they ugly. It's like, damn, bro.
Damn.
Yo, you know what? I can't relate, but I understand.
Right.
Yes. No, come to think about it. Yeah,
When you
my
the
older
pretty
si-
sibling,
Oh yeah. Damn, I said that.
you said, wow. Damn, we in our bag right now with the wows. That's crazy. That's crazy. Don't have a supportive sister. Is she listening right now? Like, who are you talking about?
No, my older sister comes from a parent that was on drugs, and she looked wicked.
I'm taking this out. Are you serious?
The mom's the mom's and the sister, both of them terrible looking.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Just don't make that like a clip, because then I gotta
please
put it on
don't
my
do
page.
that. Don't do that. What?
I got it. No, you can leave it in there. Listen, we 4 hours in, so they gotta be really dedicated. I don't know her like that.
Super dedicated.
Yeah, she gotta be mad nosy. Like, what this bitch got going on in her life? My dad was around for her, not me. Now it's time to go.
This is all types of fucked up.
Cap or no cap, missing the garbage truck is one of the biggest L's you can take as an adult.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all agree?
Yeah.
You ever went outside and just be like, no fucking way. Dragging your shit back inside.
Especially the recycling when they come once a week.
Yeah.
I gotta wait till next Monday.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Yeah.
Cap or no cap, y'all blame anything on signs. So you behind on bills because you're a Sagittarius? And at Jay Gaines says, fellas, stop messing up good women while you figure out if you want a man or not.
Oh shit.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yo, nah, it's time to go for real.
Wow.
That shit was hilarious though.
Wow.
Yeah, you said
I would have not expected that from a man. Most of those type of things come from women.
Right, right.
That was hilarious.
Cream, please tell the people where to find you again.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Chefcream.com. What else? Oh, TikTok and IG at chef.cream. My catering page is Comfort Kitchen Catering. Twitter is chef_cream and cream blanco. I know that was a lot, but yes.
You forgot at Roof Chris.
Oh.
They can find you at Roof Chris.
They can't, well. So on August 11th, I am now a partner with Roof Chris and Hennessy for the 50th anniversary of Hip Hop Dinner. So yeah, we doing a collaboration. I am curating a menu for them, and we are inviting out some, legendary hip hop people to be in the building. 5 courses, 5 drinks, limited tickets. Please, please, please support me in this, because then I have an opportunity to do a champagne brunch with Moet. So I would really like to do that.
That's happening. We're putting that in the air. Manifest that good shit.
Bing
I know
bong.
it's going to happen. By the way, y'all know Memorial Day's coming up. Not sure if we're recording or not. We still do. Oh, wait. Do y'all know that I'm doing Kokomo Fest?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I'm doing Kokomo. Pineapple Express is back next week. Me, the whole team will be out. I don't know if Trom and Dodge will be there. They'll probably be on the other side of the table. But I will be
What's
making.
Kokomo Fest?
What?
I'm sorry.
Have you ever heard of Kokomo?
Oh.
Kokomo? You haven't heard?
Why are you hollering? You heard me.
You've been to Kokomo before. You had to. You go everywhere. Kokomo. Williamsburg. Jamaican restaurant.
No.
Caribbean restaurant. They make the drinks. They put like Bob Marley's face on top of it and like the cream broth.
Mm-mm.
They have amazing food platters. They make a king snap, a red snapper. It's about this big.
You gonna keep describing their food after I told you I ain't been there? You just embarrassing me in the living room, telling everybody my business.
Well, they do, because they're the biggest and best and most elite Caribbean restaurant in Brooklyn. I would say in the city, but I haven't had every restaurant in the city, so I'll leave it up. Some doubt there, but they are the best around here, and in Williamsburg. They do this whole street fest every year, twice.
Is that the
twice
place
a year.
across the street from Fushimi?
No.
Oh, okay, so I figured it.
There's a place across the street from Fushimi?
Yeah.
Okay, might check. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Across the street.
I think it's fairly new though.
Right. But yeah, they do a whole street fest. They have drums. They have DJs. They have dancing, and they have me doing pineapple drinks.
That's fire.
Me, Melly, Toro, Bacon, the whole gang will be out there. So yeah, pull up. Google KOKOMO Kokomo if you want to find out the address, RSVP, and pull up. I am tired. Everybody else is tired. I'm yawning. Toro's shaking. Melly's head is to the side. Trom's checking his phone. Cream has to pack, and I'm gone.
Bye.
So shameless.
Deuces.
Yeah. Yeah. That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas on. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at the teacher, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D. I'm shameless, so shameless.